Hello guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how to create header, a transparent header and sticky header using Elementor for completely free. You don't need to pay for anything. And then again, this header will be very responsive both for tablets and mobile devices. Alright, so once you go to the back end of your website, you go to your dashboard, you simply scroll down to plugins, and inside plugins you go ahead and add new plugins. So I need just two plugins to do this Elementor kit and then sticky header for Elementor. So to install this plugin, simply go ahead and go to add new, and once it opens you search for, as you can see, I already have them installed and activated, so you do the same thing for the second one. Now once that is done, you will be able to see this Elementor kit here on your dashboard after it is installed. So once that is done, you go ahead and select on, once you hover on Elementor kits, you're going to see header footer. That's the one we want to go for. So let's go for header footer. Click on it. So once it opens, you're gonna see, let me clear these things up so that I can see very well. Alright, here is a little bit clean now. So you can see I already have two headers I've created ahead of time, but so what I want to do here is to turn these ones off for now. So I'll just click on edit and turn it off. Save changes. I'll do the same thing for the second one too. Just click on edit, turn off, and then save changes. Alright, I can now go ahead and create a fresh one for this tutorial. So give it a title. Let me just call it test header. I just call it test header. Yes, I want it to be a header, not a footer. Where do you want it to appear for the entire site? Here, and turn on the activate. Click on save changes. After you've done clicking on save changes, you will see it has appeared here and it is active. So let me go ahead and visit this website on another browser and see. So this is what it looks like. There is no header, as you can see. It's just looking like that, no header at all. So let me go ahead and continue on the work. So after that, the next thing you do is to click on edit again, and this time around click on edit content. So here it's gonna open with Elementor. Alright, so here it has opened, and I believe you're familiar with Elementor already, but if you're not to worry, this video is still for beginners. Now this particular WhatsApp showing here, I will just turn it off so that it doesn't obstruct us, or simply change the position. So here I'll go back to my dashboard and then go to the WhatsApp. I just want to change the position. So I already put it on top left, so I'll just put it on bottom right, bottom left, then save the changes. So I'll go ahead and refresh this page so that it disappears. Alright, so as you can see, it's at the bottom now. So I'll go ahead and start. So I'll start by creating a section. So I would want to use two different sections since I'm going to have my logo this side and the menu the other side. So here it is. Alright, now these are two different sections. I'll go ahead and select image for this first section here. I'll go ahead and put this image element here, and then choose the image I want. I already have my image uploaded to the site. Alright, this is the particular image I wanted to use. So I'll go ahead and select it and then click OK. So here it is, but I will drag this to this side. I think I'm loving it this way, and then for the alignment I'll put it on the left hand side so that it comes to this edge. So for the link, I am going to link it to the home page of the website, which is this. So I'll simply copy this and paste it there so that I don't just make any mistake. So one thing I love doing is to make sure I'm updating as often as I could to make sure that I don't lose the work so far. Next thing I'll do at this area is to go to styles, and then the width, I want it to be something like 140, 139, 140. That's okay. I think okay, 156 is okay for this, and then the rest can stay. I don't want to touch anything here, at least not for now. Okay, so after that I'll come to this second section where I am going to put my menu. So I will go ahead and go to element and search for menu. So I have tons of menu here, but the particular one I want to use is the Elementor kit nav menu. Okay, Elementor kit navigation menu. So you go ahead, drag it and place it here. Once that is placed, under the content, select menu. I'll go ahead and select my menu. So if you have a number of menu, all of them will appear here. Here I have just 2 menus and I want to use the main menu. Okay, so here it is, and so I will do some arrangements here. Okay, so I'll start by aligning it. Position, I want to put it at the right side. Okay, so here it is. I think that's not looking bad. All right, so I'll go ahead and go to the styles, the height. It's not bad for now. But before I continue with this, I would want to add a color to my background, to this section background, so that I can really see the size of the menu and everything. So before I get back to this, let me just go ahead, click on this center here in between the plus and the cancel. So click on it there, go to styles. So I will just pick the color black. Under the styles, go to background, under background type, classic. I will just pick this color. Let me pick color black here. All right, so I would remove it later, but for now let it just be there. So since I picked color black, you will notice my menu has kind of disappeared since the text is already black. Okay, this nav menu also helps you to, this navigation helps you to go to exactly the one you're looking for. Since I'm working on the navigation menu, so this is it. I simply select on it. So the first thing I'll do here is to change the color. Go to menu, item, style. Let me change the color to white so that I can be able to see. So under typography, under item color, with some black, so I'll choose white. All right, so I have it white, so it is white. So I want to also add the hover and the active. So for the hover, I want to use something like blue. So I'll simply go under menu, item, style. So you see hover here. Once I click on hover, I want to select a color. This blue, yeah. So something like this. Then for the active page, I want to select green. So you might not see it here for now. Okay, so that is it this side, but still a few more things to do with the typography. I want to make it a little bit thick. So still under menu, item, style, I'll go to typography, and the font I want to use is popping. That's just the font I want to use. You can actually use any font of your choice, and I want to make it a little bit thick, so I'll go to the width and then use 500. Okay, that's not as thick as I wanted, so I'll try 700. Okay, this is okay for me. But so far, let's just go ahead and see our menu. I'll just update and then go ahead and check the menu here. I'll refresh this page. So here it is displayed here, but seems the home is there because I can see the link down there, but it's not active. Let me check. Perhaps the active color is black. So let me go to active. Okay, the active color is black, so I'll make sure to change it to green. The type of green I'm looking for. Let me update and then go back and check. Okay, I've corrected that. Okay, so this is it. I'll go ahead and make some more changes here on this section. So I'll go ahead and click on the content. Click on the right. So I'll go ahead and go to the styles, or I can simply push this way. So I'll go ahead and drag this way. Okay, I think that is okay now. So as you can see, this menu actually, this has a lot of, it's kind of large both up and down, so I just want to make it a little bit smaller, this section. So what I simply do under here, click under the menu, I go to style and then go to under menu wrapper, check for the menu height, so you can adjust it a little bit. So I think this is quite okay for me, so I'll just update and check and see the way it looks. All right, I think this looks very nice and okay, although it's not really to the extreme, but I could fix that leather with some under advanced and add some margin and some padding, but I'll do that lastly. So if you can see this menu, you notice it's not sticky and it's not transparent. So let's go ahead and make it sticky and transparent. So I want to add a temporary section here. I'll go click here and then select this section, and I'll add it a color on it. I'll just pick, let's say red or any color of my choice. Let me pick this red. Okay, so this red here. So I want to put this on full height. I'll go ahead and select VH and then drag it as much as I can. So after I've done that, I'll now go to this first section and give it a negative margin. Remember, you can simply use this navigation for easy access. So I'll go ahead and start by removing that first color. So you go to styles and click here, then on this button clear, so it's gone. So I'll go ahead and give it a negative margin. I'll go to advanced and link this so that I can be able to move the button. So I'll give it a negative margin, keep going. Until I get it. All right, so this is what I'm looking for. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and delete this last section I made now. So I'll simply click here to locate it, and there it is. Simply right click and delete. Okay, so I'll go ahead and update and then check the website. Go ahead and refresh. So here, as you can see, I have a transparent menu which is not yet sticky, and I'll fix that in a minute. But if you notice one thing, you will see that my logo is not displaying. So to fix this, I'll come here to this same section, yep, and then give it a Z index. So I'll just make the Z index 1 and update. This should fix that. All right, so my logo is now displaying. So it's displaying. So let me go ahead and finish this up quickly. Here I want to make this menu sticky in such a way that we can scroll and it will still stay there. So what I do is I will come under the container here and just collapse this. All right, so under the first container, we simply click here. So I'll go ahead and go to the advanced. Let me close the layer and then the motion, then the sticky effect header. Okay, I'll click here and then enable it. So I have a whole bunch of options here, and we start by dealing with it. So this is the scroll distance. I would personally love to leave it to something like 100. Okay, 106, that's okay. Then transparent header, so 106 is okay. Now the transparent header, I'll turn it on. And then the background color, I just want it, once you start scrolling, I want the background to have this color, and I want to pick a color like black. Okay, I want to pick black, but I want it to be transparent too, so I'll go ahead. After I select black, I'll go ahead and drag this thing to somewhere here. I think here is okay. All right, so bottom border, I don't need that. The header, do you want to shrink the header? Yes, I want it to go down a bit, so I will just drop it a little bit. I think that's okay. So the logo, do you want to shrink the logo? Here in my case, I don't want to shrink the logo. So I'll leave this up, but you can as well turn it on and shrink your own logo. Now to change the logo color, I want to do something here. So I want to turn this on. I want my logo to be white before scrolling. Okay, I want it to be a white color before scrolling. Then after scrolling, I don't want it to become white. I want it to have the original color. So we do this here. Before scrolling, I want the logo white, and then after scrolling, I don't want it white, so it's going to return its original color. So that is it here. Then the next thing I want to do here is to blur the background. Yep, I want it to be blurred so that you wouldn't be able to read what is behind it. To hide header on scroll, so I want this turned on as well, so that once someone scrolls, the header can hide. Then once the person scrolls up, it will appear. So the scroll distance, I'll do it something like 700 or close to that. That's very well okay by me. So let's go ahead and see what the website looks like. All right, so here it is. It has opened, and as you can notice, the header is now white. Okay, the header is now white, and once you now scroll, see the color changes and the header hides. So if I pull my mouse up, it now appears. So this is how you make a header. You can go ahead, choose any color of your choice and everything. So lastly, what we're going to do is to check its responsiveness on mobile and tablet devices. So what I'll do here is simply click here and go to inspect, and then choose the device I want to use. Click here and then select the device you want to use. So I just want to use to check it on tablet, so I'll just use iPad mini and see. So this is the way the site looks. iPad mini. So here I'm gonna make some corrections. So the first thing I'll do here is to click on the responsive mode and select tablets. Okay, so this is clear. This, I want to make this white. Go ahead to the styles under the menu. You come over here to the hamburger style and scroll down a bit, but before then, make sure that everything is on tablet. Yep, I'm correct. So you see the hamburger color action. So let me choose color white. You can always click here and select any color you want. Just make it tick, or I'll just simply come here and choose color white. My theme color, yeah, this is color white, and then update it. So let's check this and see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, the color has turned to white, and if I select the menu, this is how it appears. Now I don't really like this. I don't like the colors here, and I want this to be a little bit transparent so that you can see the background, and as well possibly change the colors of this and then arrange it. So let's go back here. So to fix that, I'm gonna go ahead and go to, let me close the hamburger style and open the menu wrapper. So under the menu wrapper, I have my menu wrapper background. So the background color, so I'll pick a color. I want it to be this dark. Yep, want it to be transparent as well, so I'll push this down. And that is it for here. I think everything for the background is okay. So to change the typographies, I'll go to item, to the menu item style here, and the typography, I want to make it a little bit bigger, so I'll increase this. Well, let me just see what I'm doing easily. So I'll just click here so that I can easily see what I'm doing. So for the typography, I want it to be, this is excessively big, something like this is okay for me. Then their colors are black. You can actually change the color to whatever you want, but I'll just leave it with this color for this tutorial, and that is quite not that bad. So I'll update and see what it looks like now. So let me just refresh this and see. So I'll click on my menu and this is what I get. Okay, so not that bad. And lastly, for the mobile, I'll go ahead and click for mobile. I'll cancel this and see how it looks like. So it's a little bit messed up, they are not aligned. And as you can also see, let's check here. I'll just use the iPhone XR is okay. So as you can see here, this is a little bit messed up. So to fix this, so here to continue, I'll go ahead and put a temporary background color. So I simply go to the container here, go to styles and add a color so that I can just be able to see very well. Once I'm done, I'm gonna remove the color. So okay, this is okay for here. All right, so here now you see this menu is here, this logo is here, and the menu is here. So I want them to be aligned on the same line. So where the first thing I'll do is on this, which is this image, this particular one. So the full width is on 100. I want to make it 50. Okay, so that's quite okay. Then for this one too is on 100. I want to make it 52. Okay, so both of them are now aligned, but they are not in the same line. So what I can do is for this first one, for this menu, I'll simply click on the container and move it to the extreme, to the left. Oh, sorry, to the right. So I'll go to advanced here and then uncheck my margin. So I'll go to the left and give it a negative, right? Okay, sorry, a positive. So we keep going. I'll simply select something like 200. Okay, this is not really bad. It's okay. It's actually okay. So you can always do yours the way you deem it fits. But for this logo, I feel it's a little bit small. So I'll go ahead and make it a little bit big. So I'll go to styles under it. Under the image here. This is container now. Oh yeah, under the image. To the maximum height here, I'll make it something like 200 and see it's not bad. So I'll go ahead and make it something like 240. This side is not bad. Let me try 260. I think this is quite okay for me. And you can go ahead and increase the height too if you want. Let me pick 200. Oops, I think I should use 100. It's too much. So that is it here. I wouldn't touch the height. I don't really want to mess things up here. So I think this is quite okay. I'll go ahead and update, and then so I'll go ahead and update and then check. So let me refresh this and see the new change. Okay, I think something like this is not really that bad. It's not really that bad. I have my menu here, so this particular menu. So the last thing I'll do here is to change the color. I just want them to be all white. So I'll go ahead and do that right away. Come to the menu. Let me just open it here so that I can see. So this is the menu here. Yep. So under styles, not menu wrapper, menu item style. To just make sure it is on mobile portrait. So I'll go ahead and change the normal color to white. That's okay. So maybe I'll just add the hover color. No, since it's mobile, it wouldn't be really noticed the hover and the active. So I'll simply add the active on. Use the same green that I've been using since. Click on updates, but I think the sizes are still big for here. So let me just reduce the sizes a bit up. As 1, 2, 4. So you go ahead and click updates and your header will be ready. So here I've updated it already. So let's go ahead and do the final check. So here it is. Let me refresh and then see. This is the final check and this is how it appears. Quite nice. For the mobile, I'll go to the menu here. This is it for the mobile menu and everything. So let me go ahead and see for the main device. Let me remove this inspect. Alright, so once you're done with all these, the last thing I'll do is to remove the background I added here. So go ahead and remove it, clear it and update. So here, as you can see, the menu is working very well and it's working perfectly the way we want it to be. The logo changes color to the original logo and then everything is fine. So if you found value from this video, make sure to like and follow and subscribe to this channel and get ready for more WordPress tips on how to use it. Thanks for watching. My name is Stanley Chima and I am with Elamedia.